Hello, this is Diane from DNF Properties, and I wanted to share with you some information I learned this morning. I do get questions all the time about when is a good time to buy real estate. Nobody has a crystal ball. Nobody can predict when the best time to purchase is. However, there are some slides I'd like you to share with you today. Every morning I listen to MBS Highway, and they track the bond market, the stock market, and anything that influences interest rates. And that's where I get a lot of my information from on a daily basis on where we think rates are going to be going. Right now, of course, they're high. We've known they've been going up for quite some time. And if we do go into a recession, if we're not winning yet, and if we do go into a recession, and in time, we'll see rates start coming down a little bit. So when is a good time to buy? Let me share my screen here so you can see this. Here you go. When is a good time to buy? So as of today. Here's a smiley face kind of chart that will indicate how prices go on homes. So here we have the prices are high on this side and they go down, and you've got the bottom and they go back up again. If you wait for the bottom and then it starts turning around, that is not the good time to buy. And we're getting really close to this point right here. Because after the bottom, sellers become more confident because there's low inventory, they see things moving, and they start holding off on price. So you want to get to those sellers before the bottom ever hits, which I believe that we're in that kind of a range right now. We are starting to see low inventory. We're starting to see things move a little bit better. So a buyer should really come in at this point, because sellers are scared at this point. They're willing to negotiate. They're willing to give you money for maybe points. So you always want to try to get in there before the bottom. And that's easy to see. You can see any charts. If you track the prices of real estate, you're going to see a decline. And when you start seeing it to round out or steady or pause at the bottom, that might be already too late. So in my opinion, I think right now is a really good time to buy. This is just another chart that shows the last real estate boom that we had in 2012. In 2008, everything collapsed, 2007-8, and we had a bottom in about 2012. But if you see this chart between January 2012 and January 2013, prices started going up. There was an increase of prices. There was actually an 8% increase in prices between 2012 and 113. So if you waited for that turnaround, you would be stuck in a market that was increasing and multiple offers and buyers driving the market higher and higher. So you wanted to get in on this side of the bottom. So here's another chart to see the inventory 2012 versus 2013. Prices went up 8% in this time frame, in one whole year time frame, but we had 2.4 million properties for sale. This is nationally. That's a lot of real estate. When you look at today's numbers, 2023, we only have 980,000 properties for sale nationally. Now, of these 980,000 properties, about 40% of them are in pending status. So there really is no inventory. We are very short in inventory everywhere, especially in the Bay Area. The Bay Area is really short in inventory. We're averaging about maybe 900 homes in Santa Clara County for sale at any given time. And a lot of those are already pending. So inventory is low, and when the buyers start catching on that things are not going to continue to go down, they're going to start going up, they're going to start jumping in, driving the prices higher. So again, I think now is a good time for a buyer to come in. If you can afford the interest rate, and if you can afford that home, I think now you should buy. You can always refinance in the future. I don't know what rates are going to be in the future. However, when things start slowing down, rates tend to come down as well. This is just the benefit if you buy now versus future. They used a home value of $500,000 with a mortgage of $400,000. So if you were to do that, and because rates are higher right now, based on these numbers, you're looking at about a $257 a month extra that you'd be paying if you were to buy right now. But because sellers are still a little motivated, you're able to get he has a 2% average discount. Sometimes you can get more discounts. Sometimes it's a little bit harder to get. It depends on the property. And then price rises as rates decline about 3%. So you're going to get the appreciation. He's using 3% appreciation. Appreciation has been a lot higher than 3%, but he's being conservative. So conservatively, your total benefit of purchasing right now is about $20,000 on this $500,000 purchase. In Santa Clara County, these numbers are going to be much bigger. So you can always refinance in the future. There's been a saying going around, it's been used so much, but they say you marry the house and you date the interest rate. You can always refinance, you can always go into a lower rate. If you can afford it now, it's best to buy it now because sellers are still motivated and they're still willing to negotiate with you. So if you need help buying, selling, even renting real estate, you can give me a call, 408-221-6602 or 270-9776. I'll be more than happy to help you. I'm Diane, DNF Properties, and my license is DRE number 007-44960. And I also am a loan broker, NMLS license 234354. Thank you again for listening, and share if you can, and have a good day.